Swadikap, Sashikalaji, and welcome back to TSN Talks. On today's episode, we welcome someone who proves that success isn't just about running businesses, it's about building relationships. He is currently the managing director of an embroidery and fabric company, a women's fashion apparel, as well as a laundry brand. But beyond all that, he is currently the president of BNI, the one chapter. And it gives me great joy to welcome this person to my left, Mr. Nathapol Sirinarang. Swadikap.
Swadikap, thank you.
Bob, maybe you can give us a little bit of a background. Can you introduce yourself to our audience a little bit? What is it you do?
Okay, my name is Nathapol Sirinarang, but in the Indian community, I'm referred to as Manvinda Narang.
Okay.
I come from a business background. My family it's a family-run business,
Okay.
which we started as a textile business, which is a lace. We are specialists in lace and embroidery business.
Right.
And a few years back, we had the opportunity of opening a fashion brand, which we use all the fabrics from our company. And also we had opened a laundry and dry cleaning company as well.
Okay. What made you want to dive into different businesses when you first started, as you said, family business, which was just lace and embroidery?
Obviously, having a lace and embroidery business for a long time where we were just selling fabrics, but there was an opportunity available. And with the changing scenarios in the business itself, it was time to do something different or to take it further. That is where we started the clothing brand.
Right.
And another opportunity also came up, which was something that we were looking for a new opportunity besides the lace and textile business that we were doing. And this is something amongst the choices that we had. This was one where we identified that there was potential in it and we stepped into it.
Okay. Were you looking for new industries that were not in the same scope that you were doing? Was it looking to do something different?
Yes, it was something different. Obviously, we didn't specify in which industry we wanted to go. The important thing was to find an opportunity and then step into it.
Okay. And what kind of opportunities were available to you at the time, or where did you go to look for these opportunities?
You don't have to go anywhere to look for it because information and opportunities are all around you.
Okay.
It's a matter of looking and identifying what is available out there and then integrating that with the needs or the resources that you have and taking it further.
Interesting. So maybe we can talk a little bit more about your role at BNI. So for people that are not really aware of what BNI is, can you give us a little bit of a brief or what BNI essentially stands for even?
All right. BNI stands for Business Network International.
Okay.
It's a global professional business organization which is divided into groups all over the country and all over the world.
Okay.
These groups are called chapters.
Right.
It is a group of business owners who come together to help each other grow their businesses through referral marketings.
Okay.
But before it can reach that, business owners meet together, they build trust through their business contacts and connections, and then they move on to help each other. And in the process, while helping each other, they themselves grow as a member in there, because the BNI, I believe, is the only organization in the world which caters to growing the business for members in each chapter.
Okay. To be able to enter these, it's essentially like a networking group, is it?
Yes, it's a networking group. At the moment, I'm in one of the chapters in Thailand, Bangkok, which is called the One Chapter.
Right.
I have been here for 5 years and I'm currently the president of this particular chapter, and I've been here for the president for the past 2 years.
Okay.
There is a process of getting into the BNI groups.
Right.
They have their criteria for selecting people.
Okay.
And most importantly, you have to be a business owner, or at least you have to be in a role where you can take
and provide value of some sort.
yes.
Okay, essentially. I also read somewhere that with BNI, there's non-competing businesses. Is that correct?
Actually, before we go into that, we need to understand what BNI is and how it works.
Sure. Maybe you can walk us through that a little bit.
Sure. BNI philosophy is givers gain, which means that when you help others get business, they will eventually help you get business.
Okay, so this is what you meant when you said referral marketing.
Yes. Referral here, you give businesses to the other person based on your contacts, based on your connection. It is believed that each and every single individual has a lot of contacts that you can give. And using your contacts with other people's contacts, you combine it together to get numerous amounts. In what you mentioned just now is a rule that we have in each chapter,
Right.
which is one of the beauty of the way BNI works. In each chapter, you have a non-compete clause,
Right.
which means that in each profession, you can have only one business in there.
Representing.
Yes. For example, I'm doing lace and embroidery. I'm a specialist in lace and embroidery business.
Right.
It is not possible for my chapter to accept another person who can become my competitor or who is selling lace and embroidery.
Okay.
However, it is open enough for another member. Let's say he is doing some other fabric, or maybe he's a tailor or he's a garment manufacturer, to come into that very same chapter.
Right.
This way, we do not compete. In fact, we collaborate.
Okay.
Using my customer base, I can combine it with his customer base.
Okay.
Because I'm sure that there are certain segment of my customer base who can also become his customers.
Okay.
And similarly, a certain segment of his customer base can become my customers. When we join hands together, here it is called becoming a power team.
Okay.
So here we exchange our customers base.
Right.
But before all this begins, there is a process. We learn, we meet regularly, and once trust builds, that is where we are confident enough to share this information and recommend each other. That
Okay.
is where we call it referral marketing.
So it's not like you just go to one meeting and then you meet someone and then they will eventually just help your business right away. You have to build trust and keep attending these meetings and attending these networking events so that eventually you can build trust with them and have some sort of rapport moving forward. Is that correct?
Realistically, you can't build trust in one meeting.
Absolutely.
It's almost impossible.
It's not possible.
That's why we meet regularly.
Okay.
Here, when we talk about regularly, we meet every single week
Okay.
at a particular place at the same time. And we have a format for the meeting. The purpose of this meeting is we introduce our businesses to each member every time. This is a process that we go through. We ask for referrals. For example, let's say I'm building a house. This has nothing to do with my business.
Okay.
Rather than go look high and low or search the web or who can be a good contractor for me, I would ask for this in the group. Hey, does anybody know of a contractor
Right.
or somebody who can help me?
Right.
If that profession is already there in the group, I can give the business to them. I know them well enough because they're in the same group. And if they have already, the big word here is, if they have already gained my trust,
Right.
I would most likely give the business to them
Okay.
rather than look somewhere else. And I have gained a lot of opportunities from this as well in different aspects, and likewise any other person.
Okay. When you mentioned that, the first thing that comes to my mind is, are people in the group incentivized to refer to other people? Say, if there's no other contractor, but I am aware of a contractor in the group, would I be incentivized to tell you of said contractor?
See, it really depends.
Or it's more about like, okay, building trust and building rapport with each other.
Even when you refer to somebody else who is not in the group, you are actually putting your trust forward.
Okay.
If I'm going to refer somebody else, let's say my friend is looking to build a hotel and I have a contractor in my chapter, before I would recommend the two of them to meet each other, I have to be sure, because I'm putting my reputation on the line as well,
right.
that the person I'm referring to, let's say the hotel owner, okay, he is credible enough so that I can give that business to my friend. Likewise, my friend in the chapter is credible enough who will complete the job properly, then only I will let both of them connect.
Okay.
But this starts, the idea behind this is using the connections that we have. That connection could be in or out of the chapter.
Right. Together you can go a lot further than just trying to do everything
It's
by
a
yourself.
multiplier effect.
Okay. Can you share some wins that you had from maybe attending BNI? Maybe not yourself, but even other stories of anything positive coming out of attending these events and people maybe getting new business or changing their lives or whatever?
I believe the best examples comes from your own experience.
Right.
I have been working in my family business for about 20 years.
Okay.
I've been in Sampeng.
Right.
It's an incredible place. Being a business owner, I get to learn a lot there. However, when you are in one particular industry, you meet the same group of people day in, day out, because you have to be focused in your own business. Basically, the people that I'm meeting or talking to are my suppliers and my customers. That's it. There is no time for anything else.
No time for like innovation or something new or getting uncomfortable.
Exactly. Obviously, some may question that, hey, who stopped you from going out? But you're so involved there, and you're meeting the same set of people all the time. Obviously, there are positives and negatives to everything, including the mindset of people who work there. By joining BNI, I've opened my horizons. I've met new people. I've learned from opportunities and mistakes that other people make in other industries. I share my problems with them, and sometimes we get to learn how to tackle problems from other industries. Do you notice one thing, that when they hire the top CEOs of the world, usually they take a CEO from some other industry to come in, because they are coming in with something new.
With a fresh perspective.
Yes, they come in with something new. So being in there, not only have I opened my horizons, I have been able to find new opportunities, which has given me the confidence to open more than one business.
Right.
And this all happened, it happened almost simultaneously. I joined the BNI during COVID because I could see the potential, the problems that were coming up.
Right.
So obviously it was time to look for something else. So I joined BNI during COVID, and within a year, I was able to open a business, a new business during the time. Actually, the laundry business was opened during COVID.
Right. So that was your first kind of
venture
outside of family business for the first time, and it was only 1 year after joining BNI.
And obviously, I didn't do this alone. I work with my brother. I work with my dad. So together, with the resources that we have, with the ideas that we have, that is where we were able to venture into something new. And each time I wanted help from somewhere, I know that this is the first place that I am going to look at. I was there for about 3 years, and after that I was able to open another company, another brand, I would say, a clothing brand, which is also with the help of my own family. We do everything together.
Right.
It's my brother and it's my dad. We all do things together. We still work as one unit. So together we were able to open this with the help and the confidence that I got by being in there. And it was after 3 years of being in there, I was chosen, I was given the opportunity to lead the chapter in the role of the president.
Interesting. That's great. So what does the president what kind of responsibilities does that give to you?
Each group of BNI, each chapter works like a company.
Okay.
So the president here is like the CEO, and there are other roles in the company. We have the secretary. So it's divided into, we have the growth coordinator, we have the mentor coordinator, which reflects different roles in each company. So we work as an SME. Not only do we go there to give referrals and all, it is, I would say, it's a training center for business owners.
Okay.
And it is very, very good for SMEs who need these shared resources, who need this kind of help.
Yeah, I think that's a lovely way to put it. I've never heard anyone say it's like a training center for business owners.
Yeah.
I think that's a really beautiful way to put it. Do you think this has allowed you to get more creative with what you do in your life, as opposed to, for decades you were doing the same thing and then you started going here and it allowed you to try something else?
Definitely. There's no doubt about that. It has, with new opportunities, with the confidence that I've gained from here, obviously there's a lot of mistakes that has been made along the way, but I know that there are possibilities and you can learn from them, you can grow with them. Sometimes one of the biggest problems that SMEs or business owners face is when they run into a problem, they don't know who to talk to. Here, I'm sitting around 50 other business owners in my own chapter. I'm not even talking about the other 5,000 members that BNI has in Thailand alone.
5,000 just in Thailand?
Just in Thailand.
So this is spread across more than just Bangkok, or
no,
all around
it's
Chiang
all
Mai,
over Thailand.
Phuket, everywhere?
It's all over the place.
Interesting.
We have about, BNI Thailand has about 100 chapters with about 5,000 members in Thailand alone. There are over 300,000 members all around the world, with more than 11,000 chapters. This becomes a network. Today, I want to find the opportunity anywhere else. I can connect, I'm allowed to connect with members all around.
Okay.
Let's not even go that far. Today, coming back to what I was saying, business owners, when they run into problems, they need somebody to consult.
Yeah.
I had this opportunity when we were opening our new companies and brand.
Yeah.
I had a very good friend in the chapter who was the president then, who was the owner of a branding and marketing company. He worked on different government projects. Where am I going to find this kind of person when I need that help?
Yeah.
And he was there to help me in a lot of ways. Not to talk about many other person who was involved, who helped me along the way.
Obviously.
And I'm sure that in this time as well, what I've earned, what I've gained, I was able to help others in the same way.
Okay. That's lovely. That means, effectively you are allowed to dream a lot more in a way, because, things, maybe sometimes a lot of things that you think are possible, they're a lot closer than what you thought it was, right? So maybe getting into BNI and meeting a lot of different people, newer perspectives that allowed you to get into new businesses like laundry or creating a fashion brand. Do you have any upcoming new thoughts or new ideas, where new opportunities, let's say, this year?
Not specifically, but we are always on the lookout for new opportunities.
Okay.
Today, being an SME, sometimes we are restricted with limited amount of resources. When I talk about resources, it could come in many forms. Time, money, of course, which are the two biggest resources that one needs to grow.
Right.
And in certain type of businesses, or I would say in most kind of businesses where we rely on labor, which is becoming a big problem that our country is facing right now.
Right.
So, but nevertheless, we are on the lookout for new opportunities all the time. But we believe that in order to do something, whatever we need to do, if we are going to open up something new, me and my brother and my father, we believe that no matter what we do, we have to do it well. If you're not able to do it well, Wait till the time that you're actually ready to step into it, and then take on that opportunity.
Right.
Today, I'm more confident if we were to take on this opportunity, because if I face some type of problem, at least I know where I can fall back on. Help is available.
Right.
It's not like
you can consult with other people.
There's a
lot of other people.
Today, in different business problems that we have, it could be legal, it could be technical.
It could be mindset, it could be mental,
Yes,
it could be anything.
I have help available.
Okay. Seeing as you are often, you're often with business owners and founders, what are some of the most common problems you see? Even like if someone comes in and they share a problem, you're like, okay, everybody that comes in usually have this problem. Is there a pattern you see in terms of issues or challenges that most business owners tend to face or tend to maybe talk about?
Since I've helped my friends before I became the president of the chapter, I had taken the role of a growth coordinator, where we see to the growth of the chapters, which means that we help our members with different kind of problems that they in a certain format. And in that role, we get to share and help others. There are few problems that SMEs face. One of the biggest problems I would say today is people are focused on selling a product or a service only. Those days are gone. You can't just sell a product or a service anymore.
Right.
You have to sell a solution.
Okay.
Today, we have so many platforms for you to do your shopping on.
Right.
Lazada, Shopee, and various things, TikTok that is coming up.
TikTok
when you're
Shop.
looking for a particular product, what's the main thing that would draw you to that product? It's usually the price. But when you are selling a solution begins with a pain point from the customer. If you're able to solve a particular problem for a customer, they're not going to ask you what is your price.
Right.
So this is a mindset that a lot of people have to change today.
Fair enough.
That is why, being in BNI, one of the process is to form a team where we call power teams, where different business owners come together, where they form a team. Obviously, they're not competing with each other, they're helping each other. They have a common customer base, and each of them who happen to be in this power team can go together. I will have to explain this a bit further so that you can see.
Okay.
Let's say there's a couple who wants to get married.
Okay.
If I go, let's say there's a photographer, you have photographers. He says, I'm going to offer my service for 50,000 baht. Second person says, I have a wedding gown for 20,000 baht. If each of them approach the couple, that couple is going to decide based on a big factor would be price. But let's say they go in as a team. Like today, you see a lot of wedding organizers. They are providing a solution. They are providing a solution.
Right.
You have your own team. I tell the couple, you don't worry, everything will be
taken care
from
of.
your clothes, from the hotel, photographers, entertainment, makeup, blah, blah, blah. This is my price.
Okay.
If I can solve your problem, you sit back, you enjoy, rest, you leave it to us. What are the chances that I can close the deal?
A lot better than 50,000.
So this is what we talk about, providing a solution rather than selling a product or service.
Interesting. That's a very good point, and a very, very good way to frame it as well, because everyone will just stick to this is what we do, this is what we sell. If you want it, you can have it. If not, leave it.
Yes.
But I think the shift to solution, where it's this is we see this is your problem and we can fix it. Do you want us to do that? I think a lot of times people would choose the second option.
Correct.
Than the first option. So that's a great way to put it.
And the beauty of it is the business, this particular kind of work or business is not coming from one member. let's say somebody contacts the photographer. He says, hey, I have a team. Somebody contacts the wedding gown studio. They say, I have a team, which means business can come from any particular member in that group.
Yeah.
And that business goes to the group.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You're opening opportunities. Being one business,
Win-win.
you just have one door opened. You have a team working with you. It's like you're having a whole set of team where you're opening business or multiple business opportunities, which obviously means that the bigger your team is, the more the opportunities you have.
Fair enough. What was your first experience like when you went to your first BNI? Were you shocked? Was it eye-opening? Was it a little bit uncomfortable? How was it like? Must have been a few years ago, of course.
Before I joined this particular chapter, I was a guest. That was pre-COVID.
Okay.
I remember it was in February, pre-COVID. I had gone to another chapter on the invitation of my friend.
Okay.
So in that first visit, I came to realize how they work. And I saw it as something beautiful and something that could take me further. The only drawback was BNI asks you to commit your time.
Okay.
In the interview that they have, one of the questions they ask you is, are you able to attend 50 weeks of meeting?
In a year?
In a year. We have 52 weeks in a year.
So you can only miss 2 meetings the whole year?
Exactly.
That's
Obviously, there is a little bit more leeway once you're in there.
Yeah.
But what they're actually asking you is your commitment.
Right.
Why do they ask so much commitment from you? The answer is very simple. You are a business owner. Is it possible for you not to go to your office every day? Can you say, no, today I don't feel like? Even if you don't feel like or you're sick, you'll make sure that somebody is there to run your business for you. So why not attend BNI? The purpose of going there, once you go, you're regular. That's where you gain trust. I want to give work to you. And I see you every week you're there.
So it shows the level of commitment someone has as well.
Yes.
And which makes you want to give them more.
Exactly. There are various ways that you build that trust. Even in each chapter, there are ways of gauging. There are certain KPIs that you have, which are used to evaluate you as a member.
Okay. Can you get kicked out of a certain BNI?
Yes.
If you don't follow the rules, or if you miss too many meetings and stuff like that?
Yes.
So are there is it a lot of high turnover then, I assume, because some people might just want to try it and then they're like, oh, I can't commit, and then they leave. Does that tend to happen a lot?
Yes, it happens. But I believe that it happens, those cases come up where they go in and they're not able to commit. Is either because they themselves are not ready to join, because the criteria for joining BNI, there are 2-3 main criteria.
Right.
One is you need to be a business owner.
Okay.
Second, you need to have a minimum of 3 years of being
in the
owner.
Okay.
Why do they say 3 years? Why do they ask for a minimum of 3 years? Some chapters even ask for 5.
Interesting.
Because you go by simple statistics. About 60% of SMEs fail in the first 3 years. Because in the first 3 years, you are still building your business.
Yeah.
You're building, you're starting, you're ensuring that the business is running. But after 3 years, you are ready to grow. That's the time you come and you seek networking.
Because you already have your process set up, your business set up, your customers, your team, everything is set up.
Because you need to be there.
Right.
In the first 3 years, you're usually doing things yourself.
Yeah.
You're managing it yourself. You have to be there. Your decision is involved. Everything is there.
And maybe you don't even have the time to commit to a certain level.
Or you cannot delegate as yet.
Fair enough.
Because it's still in the startup.
Very early.
But after 3 years, you're ready to grow. That's it's a good time to come in.
So it's like a matured business owner in a way. They've
Yes.
gone through their struggles. They've gone through laying the foundations of the business. Now it's what kind of new doors can I open?
Correct.
Who can I meet? What?
That is when they're ready to grow.
Okay.
So one of the questions that they ask you during your interview when you're there is, are you ready to commit? But this is one of the important ones. Are you ready to grow your business?
Yeah.
What is the capacity that you can still grow? Somebody who came in, I interviewed somebody and he said, right now my capacity is at 90%. So I asked him back, why would you want to spend a whole year, a lot of resources, your time, money, to grow another 10%? You can do it easily outside. If you want to take it from 90%, let's say you want to grow another 100%, come.
Okay.
That's the time for you.
Okay. So that's a good point. So if someone really wants to, change their outlook altogether or try something new, this would be a good place to go to.
I would suggest that.
Okay.
I would suggest that.
Would you say this has had a positive impact on your life, your business, and everything, all in all, as a whole?
Definitely. I have been here for 5 years already. I've taken on different positions and I've got the opportunity from here.
Okay.
And I would strongly encourage anybody who wants to grow to come here. It is everything, although it's a business organization, it's a professional business organization, but I would say everything is not about business. It's about your mindset. We are living in Thailand. I will have to admit that I'm not very good at speaking Thai. And I couldn't imagine in my wildest dreams that I would get to lead a chapter where the meetings are all run in Thai.
Okay.
Being able to talk is one thing. Being able to lead a meeting, being able to represent a chapter is another level of eloquency that you would probably need.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is an opportunity which I got. Obviously, I had hesitations, but I got the encouragement from my friends in the chapter that they said, we believe you can do it.
Right.
You will learn as you go along. And because of that, today, I myself believe there's a change, and people around me have told me the same, that I've grown as a person. I'm not only talking about as a business owner. I think I've grown as a person.
Right. That's a good way to say it. So just to sum up a lot of things that we talked about today, what would be your 2 cents of advice to anyone watching this episode if they do want to kind of get out of their comfort zone and try going to a BNI or try going to an event? What's the first step they should take, or what would you recommend to them?
Before suggesting BNI, there's this one phrase that I've heard it before, and I love this phrase. If you continue doing the same thing over and over again, but you're expecting a different result, you're fooling yourself.
Yeah.
You need to try something different in order for your outcome to change. For me, it was stepping out of my comfort zone, joining something new, in this case the BNI, and I would encourage a lot of people or anybody who's ready to grow. You're not only helping your business, you are also changing yourself.
Right.
You will get to interact with a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds. You get the opportunity to learn new things because there are regular trainings in BNI as well for somebody who wants to be a speaker, where being a business owner means you need to speak.
Of course.
You need to represent your business. You need to present your business.
Right.
There are presentation trainings. There are, like I said, it's a business school.
A training center for small
and these
businesses.
opportunities are there available at all the time at very less cost.
Right. As compared to people going to study whatever MBA or whatever.
Correct.
You
Here
spend
you're
millions.
already learning from
Here you're
other
learning
business owners.
real life with other businesses.
And besides learning from them, you're also getting the opportunities from their contacts, from their network, and opportunities to grow your business through their network.
Right.
It's like in BNI, they say, for example, we have 50 members in our chapter. They say it's like you are having another 50 salesmen. But these 50 salesmen are not salesmen. They are business owners.
They're credible.
Yes.
They're more credible than salespeople as well.
Yes.
So lovely. Yeah, I think that's a good way to wear it. I think to sum it up, it's pretty much the power of collaboration. I think how important that is in today's day and age. Community and collaboration, and
Networking.
You help me, I help you. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. So I think that's kind of the main message that, personally I've taken from this episode, and I think you've shared. And I think a lot of times for a lot of people, they're too uncomfortable to do certain things. They don't want to step out of their zone. Sometimes they think it's just business related, but once you start doing these things, you realize it's more of a personal journey more than anything as well. So thank you for spending your time today with us and sharing with our audiences what getting out of your comfort zone a little bit can do, and not even a little bit, a lot can do. What meeting new people and finding new perspectives, the impact this can have on your life. I think this cannot be understated. So thank you for putting this message out. Thank you for sharing your time, and thanks for coming on TSN Talks.
Thank you.